I'm looking at all the cameras.
Yes.
Hello, everyone.
Several cameras going on. Today, we are going to talk about one of our favorite topics, which is influencer marketing.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about it before. We saw a huge boom in the market in 2016, and we can definitely expect that to continue to increase in 2017. But we just wanted to talk about a couple trends that we expect to see.
Yes.
So, first of all, in 2016, 84% of marketers used influencer marketing, which is incredible. And 94% of that 84% found it effective. So that's incredible, and it really is
pretty good approval rate.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. We'll definitely see that continue to grow in 2017. I think one of the things that we are looking at trend-wise is the fact that the line between regular marketing and digital marketing is continuing to blur. It's going to disappear eventually. People are going to be making room in their budget and their marketing budget for influencer marketing.
Even more than they already have.
Yes. So that's our number one trend. I think we're going to see an increase in budget. In 2016, marketers spent an average of $25,000 to $50,000 on influencer marketing, and in 2017, I think we're going to see double.
Yes.
Which is going to be.
It's going to keep going up because people are expanding their campaigns, and on top of that, the influencers are starting to charge more because they know they work. So, and then the second trend that we expect is kind of related to that. We're trying to sophisticate even more the results process and translating ROI, and it's becoming even more important to use things like pixels to track clicks and kind of track the whole path of the consumer, using Bitly's to see how many people are actually going to the landing page that you'd like, kind of taking that action, because you can. It's also important to include reach, because you want to know how many people you have the power to make an impression on with an influencer post or campaign. But it is also important to follow up with, and also how many people actually are going to your site. And those kind of metrics are becoming even more important as time goes on and people are starting to use this more.
Yes.
So yeah, and that's going to also impact how we start to think about paying these influencers, not only like by post, but how effective they really are, because we're being more and more able to track the results.
So I think companies are starting to take it a little bit more seriously.
Yeah, absolutely, because that's right.
Yeah.
And kind of related to that, the trust of brands is starting to go more toward the influencers, because they know that they are effective in telling their stories. So editing of their own voice is not such a good idea, because it takes away from the authenticity that really gives influencer marketing value. And brands are realizing that unless it's a highly regulated industry where you really need to get the language right, it's not as attractive to influencers or to their audiences for you to give them verbatim copy. It just because it doesn't sound like them. That's not the point. That's completely going against the point of influencer marketing.
And I think that ties really well into the last point that I wanted to bring up. Our last hypothesis for the year of 2017, that the influencer marketing will really increase the narrative that brands are trying to create for themselves. Because if influencers know how to do anything, it's how to tell a story. So they're really going to give your brand some personality. It really makes it more personable, more relatable. Yes. So I think that's
something that people are realizing too, is that influencer marketing campaigns are not only it is a sales tactic, but it's also a brand building tactic. And so sometimes it's hard, because you can go right from the influencer campaign to, well, how many sales did we make because of that. And it's much more than that, which is something that people are realizing, because it's creating the story around your brand.
Right.
And it's giving it a personality, giving it multiple different perspectives from all these different influencer individual voices, which ultimately ends up helping your brand and just kind of introducing people to it. And maybe they go to your site and they don't make a sale that day from that one influencer, but they know more about you, they look more into you, and the next time they want to make a purchase like that, they remember what they saw their favorite influencer post about. So
Right.
it's about all of that, not just one influencer, one sale.
Right.
So
All right. Well, I hope we have you convinced that
Yeah.
influencer marketing is the future of marketing.
yeah.
And we'll just continue to keep an eye on it and continue to give you updates.
Absolutely. Thanks for
Okay.
joining us.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.